Good morning, church family. It is April 29th, 2020, and we're so glad to have you just visiting, checking in with us. I'm so glad to check in with you. We're looking forward to hearing in the next couple of days from Governor Ducey about what's going to happen as far as reopening the state of Arizona. Um, the chance to get together as a church family again is really important to us, and I hope you are looking forward to it as well. I noticed I was just at Costco yesterday, and they said beginning on Monday, you won't be able to get into the store without a face mask. I would suggest that many of you do that, get a face mask. For those of you that do plan to gather with us when we are back together, especially if you are in an at-risk group, I'd suggest you wear a face mask when you come to church if you do come. Of course, if you don't feel safe coming, that would be fine too. We're really putting together a plan, and we're looking forward to seeing you sometime soon. I want to direct your attention to the book of Luke. It's the book of Luke chapter 21. Book of Luke chapter 21. When the disciples were asking Jesus about the signs of the end of the age, and he says, there are a couple of things that are going to happen for the sign of the end of the age. It's important for us because we are thinking we might be in the end of the age. I'm getting texts and emails from folks saying, is this the time? Well, we don't know. Every group begins to think that. He said, take heed that you be not deceived. And many are going to come in my name saying, I'm he, the Messiah has come. He says, don't go after them. He said that there will be things that happen. Nation will rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom. Of course, we've seen that, world wars. And there's been great earthquakes in various places and famine and pestilence, and there will be fearful sights and great signs from heaven, he says about all of those things. But before all of these things, they will lay their hands on you and persecute you. Persecution of believers. And persecution of the Jews has been happening throughout this age. But interesting that Jesus says this. He says, you'll be brought before kings and rulers for my name's sake. But why? What is this? What is the point of this? Here's what Jesus says in verse 13. He says, but it will turn out for you as an occasion for testimony. This will be an opportunity to share Christ. He said, now don't worry about it ahead of time. Don't settle in your hearts. Don't meditate beforehand what you're going to answer. Don't try to do that. He said, I'll give you the wisdom at the time. He doesn't want us overthinking this, worrying about persecution and worrying about the things that might come. Those things might come. I think we ought to be spiritually prepared, walking with the Lord and spiritually ready, but not trying to figure out everything that we're going to answer and everything that we're going to do. He says that you'll be betrayed even by parents and brothers and relatives and friends, and some of you will even be put to death. That was hard. You'll be hated for my name's sake. Interesting. Some of you will be put to death, but not a hair of your head shall be lost. None of us. We will be secure in Jesus Christ. By your patience, possess your souls. So in any time of hardship, in any time of persecution, in any time of difficulty, even as Christians face the most difficult times of all the age, be patient, trust God, use opportunities for testimony. Are you doing that now? We can apply those principles even now. Continue praying about our church and church family, for those that have lost loved ones, those who are facing sickness, those whose jobs are in jeopardy. Pray for our economy, that things will open up. Pray for our governmental leaders, that they will have wisdom in helping us with regard to that. And of course, pray that we as a church can get together again. Some of you were interested in the giving. I hadn't really updated on giving, and so I wanted to give you a quick update. We almost made budget this last week, just a few dollars short of budget, which is actually really good since the first weeks of this month were over budget. The giving of our church family has been remarkable in this time. It makes me proud to be the pastor of this church and thankful to the Lord for giving me the opportunity to be the pastor of this church. I thank God for faithful people. Continue on. We're looking forward to seeing you again soon. God bless.